An 18-year-old girl only sang a nursery rhyme to her 100-year-old son, which actually made the old man on the verge of death come back to life. After 100 years of waiting, they finally reunited as mother and son again. The woman was originally an academician of the Academy of Sciences who had just won the National Lifetime Achievement Award. But when she was taking the stage with her son to receive the award, a steel frame suddenly fell from the ceiling and hit her. When she opened her eyes again, she found that she had been reborn with memories of her previous life into an 18-year-old girl who had the same name as hers 100 years later. Unexpectedly, the first thing after her rebirth was encountering her husband. Back then, she married her teacher, and just after giving birth to a lovely son, her husband died of illness. So when she saw a man who looked exactly like her husband, she suspected that he might be her descendant. She immediately stepped forward and asked if he knew her son. The secretary scolded the girl for being rude and calling the president's grandfather by his given name. When the girl heard that the president was her son's grandson, she realized that the young man in front of her was her great-grandson. She immediately asked if her son was still alive. Although the president and his entourage found the girl's questions speechless, they still told her that the chairman was naturally alive and well. Learning that her son was still alive, she quickly checked her phone for news about him and found that her son is now the chairman of a multinational group, but he is terminally ill due to old age. Thinking that her son was still very cute yesterday, but is now a white-haired old man, she decided to see her son again before he died and let him feel the long-lost motherly love. Just then, the original girl's father and sister suddenly ran into the room and bossed her around. The girl coldly drove the rude people out. The girl's stepsister told her father that the girl's eyes were very scary, showing experience and momentum beyond her age, so she changed into the original girl's school uniform and went to the old house where she used to live after school, planning to visit her son. She happened to find that her son had just been rescued from the hospital. She quickly entered the old house through the back door, but was still found by the housekeeper in the courtyard. Remembering the high school student's previous abruptness and rudeness, the housekeeper directly ordered her to leave. The girl immediately revealed the company's core code, which shocked the president, who stepped forward to ask her about it. However, the girl just faint told him that he would naturally know when his grandfather woke up. After that, she walked familiarly to her son's room. Finally, she saw the son she had been longing for, but he was so old that he could only survive with a ventilator.